Hey everyone, this is Nicholas, and just wanted to bring you a quick video of my 7 favorite dialogue scenes from the first Mass Effect. And this is dedicated to my superfan, Catshine. Thank you so much for watching, and please keep doing so. I'll keep making them as long as you watch them. So, the first dialogue scene that I really like is when you first meet Liara.
In that, I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
The clip is so brilliant, and it really encapsulates her character, almost like a summary. It's funny, and then it goes on to talk a lot about the Asari, and you don't really know a lot about the Asari up to this point in the game, so I really thought it was just a perfect scene. The next one is when you confront Helena Blake after you've taken down her business partners.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
I killed them because they deserved it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those 2 idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
So I think the acting is really just great, and it's a nice little bit against ageism, in that you have a fairly older woman who's leading a crime syndicate. Hadn't really seen that before in games, and it was also really nice to see her pop up at the beginning of Mass 2. That really helped sell that the games will be kind of inextricably linked. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. The next one has to be when Rex finds its armor. It's just not the reaction I expected.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Too funny. So halfway through my game, shit gets real when you meet Sovereign for the first time.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You could not have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
There is an entire galaxy of races united and ready to face you.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy legacy of my kind.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
So my favorite games are the System Shock series, and it's partially because they made Shodan a real character that felt genuinely threatening, and I got the same from this scene. Plus the vocal processing is very impressive, and the writing is killer. The next one is a short little scene, but it's a nice little bit of business, like really got me excited to start another mission.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
We're almost there, stick with me, because the next one is got some good Admiral Anderson punching involved.
Anderson? What are you doing here? I didn't send...
Yeah, okay, so I'm a fan of that scene. And if you watched my 7 things about Mass Andromeda on N7 Day, you'll probably know what my final favorite scene of Mass Effect 1 is.
Shepard, may I speak with you?
I was just thinking about you.
I have been thinking about you too, and what we are about to face. I do not know what is going to happen on Ilos. I hope we will stop Saren, of course, but part of me fears we are already too late. There is something I must tell you, in case we fail.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
These could be our last moments together. Our last chance to show each other how we feel. I want this to be special.
We don't have to do this. Not unless you're sure.
I have never been more sure of anything in my life.
Thanks again for watching, and Catshine, thanks to you especially. Really appreciate all of your kind comments. It's great. Stay tuned, I'll do some videos for Mass 2 and Mass 3 coming up here quick.